Hello, everyone. Welcome to another video. I'm going to be today showing a recording of a conversation I had with Vincent Burke at around 1 p.m. this afternoon, on the 19th of January 2022. I'm going to play the whole thing without interrupting, so it will just be the recording. After the fact, if audience wants me to go back over it and you know, talk through anything, then I will oblige. But for the public record, I will just play it in entirety. Sorry, stumbling on my words there. Okay, so here we go, guys. Right. So we have this. Okay. Make sure we've got sound. Hello.
You there, Fraser? Can you hear me?
Yep, I'm here.
Right, okay. So, as requested, you've given me the right to pick the premise of the discussion, which I have done. There will
Okay.
be no discussion of anything until you give me evidence that Patriotic Alternative actually knocked on your door. Recently, it's been discovered that you live on an island,
Yeah.
and multiple people claim that you don't actually live in apartments. Whether they're lying or not, that's down to you to show us. Are you able to do this or provide me a crime reference number? Otherwise, you are performing as an anti-fascist.
That's a very, very weird ultimatum there, isn't it? How am I meant to show you evidence, Vinny? What would you
Well, you could walk
why would
for
I
a
give you
start.
that kind of evidence?
Well, let's start small. Go
Right.
and film your intercom because you claim that you spoke to them via an intercom in your apartments. So show me
Okay.
you don't live in a bungalow.
So I don't live in the bungalow. Who said I lived in the bungalow?
Stop repeating. No, people believe you do. Prove to us right now
Right.
or me. Go walk up to your intercom. It
Right,
should be easy.
Vinny,
You
what are
could have
you
done
going
this
to
months ago.
what will you do with this information? There's a risk of like what you do with this
No one can
information.
dox you by looking at the inside of your house at an intercom. Walk up to your intercom.
What with what? What am I going to record it with?
You could hang up right now. I'll wait here. Go and film it.
Go and film it. What and then what? Do what?
Stop repeating me. You're not a poet, Fraser.
Okay. What are you like? What? So why would I do that? Why? What? Give me a good reason why I should do that.
Well, first of all, to prove that you even live in apartments. Never mind that they knocked on your door. Because if you can't prove that, then you can't prove fuck all, can
But
you? You
you, but
can't
you,
even
you
walk up.
said I live on the Isle of Lewis in a bungalow.
Yes.
Who's saying stuff like that?
Lots of people.
Lots of
I
people.
know.
Who? Who are these
Yes, your
people?
dad, his name
Yeah.
starts with an A.
Right. What's
He
his
run a
name? What's
community
his
centre.
actual name?
No need for me to say it. Well, you know
Well,
I'm right, so
okay.
that's all.
Message me in DMs his actual name then, so I know that
There's no
you're
need
not.
because you'll
Yeah.
just forward my account and try and build a case with police. That's what you're doing. You're Antifa. That's why I'm
Why
asking
would
you to
I?
prove
What?
right now. That's
You've
why I'm
literally
asking you.
you just admitted like right now that you are stalking
No,
my
other
family's
people have sent
Facebooks.
me all this information. Other people have sent it all
Who are
to me.
these people? Who are these people
They're
sending you information about me?
not in my interest to tell you.
Well, it's in my interest to
So,
know, and if you know, and I
yes, I
do go
bet
to
it
the
is, but
police,
that's
and
not
I
how
do
this is going to
mention
work,
your name,
Fraser.
Vinnie Sullivan,
I don't
actual
care.
name Vincent Burke, right?
Yes,
Yes.
okay.
Then
Voodoo
you
failed
will be
today.
complicit in this. You'll be complicit in this, won't you?
In what?
In
Knowing.
the doxing of my family members.
No, I'd say to the police's
Well,
face, I
they
know
gave
who they
you
are,
this
but it wasn't me.
information. You've got this information on my family,
Loads. I've got loads of information. Doesn't mean I'm the one putting
right?
anything out.
Okay.
I've got loads more than I would tell you.
Why would you keep information on me? Why do you need
Well,
to keep
you're
information
talking
on
about.
me?
Hang on. You was talking about my mother and Lee's kids. So now let's go
I'm
back
not
to the
talking
premise.
about
Stop
anyone's
crying.
mother or kids.
Yes, you did. You was talking to me about my mother. Yes, you was.
What
So
after
now let's go back
the
to the premise
publicly available videos of your mother?
that you asked me to set, which I've set. So first of all,
Right.
let's start with stage one. Can you walk up to your intercom right now and press the button to even let me hear it? Yes or no?
Yeah, I could.
Right, coming in.
Oh, no. Why would I do that?
Do you understand the hole that you're digging right now?
No, I
Do you
don't.
understand?
I don't understand this ultimatum that I have to prove to you where I live. Why?
So
Why do I have to do
you
that?
claimed that Scottish PA knocked on your door, yet you
Yes, they
live with a
did.
big patch of water. Okay. Do you have a crime reference number?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what is it?
Why would I give you that?
So we can check it. You've got
What?
nothing to hide, surely.
Okay. No, I do. I do actually. I do have something to hide, Vinny. It's for my safety. Yeah. Because I don't know about you, but when you get knocked on the door at 7 a.m. in the morning by two guys you don't know, right? That's
I
an
wouldn't have shit
intimidation
myself,
threat.
mate. I'd have got their faces. There'd have been lots of evidence, and there'd have been a conflict.
Oh, there is
Sorry,
evidence, mate. There's CCTV. Yeah, it's fine.
then you'd be very quick to put it out. No, no, there's no
No, I
CCTV.
wouldn't
You can't
because
even
it's
show
the
you have an
police.
intercom. No, there's
It's
no
the police,
CCTV.
mate.
There was no police call. None of it happened.
How do you? You're just assuming that. Are you
No, I'm
not?
telling you, it didn't happen. I'm telling you, it never happened.
Okay. How do you know it didn't happen? Who said it didn't
Because you
happen?
can't prove. Fuck, you can't
I
even show.
can.
If I walked up right now and took a picture of the side of the front door, you still can't tell what's outside. That's not doxing you. You know full well. And the way you just
Right.
panicked when I said the initial of your dad's name, as if I'm complicit in something, I'm smelling a lot of fear and lies off you.
Right. Okay. So you obviously do know. Well, you've got an initial. I don't know. It could be anything, right?
So
What's
if
it?
I
What's it?
knew
Okay.
that you
Okay
was in a
then. If
bungalow,
right, I'll believe you if you tell me what his middle name is.
don't need to. Well, I must have guessed the first initial well. Then I don't need to
Yeah.
convince you of
Okay.
anything. Like
No.
you don't
No.
need to
No.
convince me
No.
of
No.
anything.
No. Tell me his middle name. Tell me what my dad's
Don't need
middle
to.
name is.
I don't know. I only know his first name.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't
It would
memorize it.
it
It's
would have
written
been.
somewhere, I suppose, but I've not
All
got it.
right.
No,
Okay.
I
So
don't.
that's a bit weird. So you don't know his middle name, right? All right. That would
I
have been
didn't
on
memorize
Company's
it.
House, wouldn't it? If anyone had posted any of the stuff supposedly
Yes,
in
but
Talk
it's
100
like
already.
James Shapcott. I remember James Shapcott
Yeah.
because there was two names there. It's easy to remember. I don't
Right.
memorize your names unless I have the reason to.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got loads of information.
So
But doesn't
right.
mean that I'm doing anything with it.
Right. Okay. So right. So you're collecting information on my father,
I'm
right?
being sent information, not collecting, sent information that I have no need for.
But
It's
are
being
you
sent
keeping
to
it?
me.
Are you keeping it though?
Oh, I'm not deleting it.
So you are keeping it. You are keeping
Well,
information
it's
on my
my
family.
business, not yours. Now,
What
because you
business have
accuse,
you got of my family then?
well, what business did you have of mine?
Your publicly available YouTube videos
No,
by your mother.
wasn't you forwarding gifts at my mother's expense and
Your
stickers?
Was I okay? Can you prove that I was doing that?
I remember you doing it.
Can you prove it though? We've asked for
I
me
don't need
proof
to.
of this. I want
I
you to
don't
prove
need
that
to
now.
for twofold. Twofold, I don't need to. One, what I see is what I see. Two, I am actually a right winger. There, I have a lot of work behind me. People either dislike me or listen to me. You are not. You are anti-fascist.
I'm
You
not an
are on the back foot.
anti-fascist.
Yes, you are.
I
You're
have
an
no problems with
ex-communist.
fascists. I have no
Sorry.
problem with. I have no problem with either, like, fascists or whatever, libertarians or even communists. Like, to some of the, I have no
You
problems
have
with
no
like some of
problem
the
with
ideological
communists.
things.
I'll pretend you didn't say that and say, well,
Why?
most people that
Well,
don't
no,
have a
I
problem with
don't, because you don't
anti-fascists.
understand what communism is, do you, Vinny?
I tell you what, if you prove to me right now you had the knock, I will educate you on communism. I will educate you
Why
and
do
we'll go
I
through the
need to
manifesto.
prove to you this? What is this going to then go on from? What are you
Because
going to
it's a
get out of
serious
this?
because it's a serious accusation. And what
It
this
is,
voice
yes.
recording will show PA
Yeah.
that you lied.
We'll show. Well.
This will show
Oh,
PA
so are you
that
working for
you
PA
lied.
then? Are you actually
I don't
working for them to try and discredit me? It sounds like you
I'm
are.
discrediting you for my own satisfaction.
No, it sounds like you're doing it on their behalf. Why would you be doing that, Vinny?
Because it mugs you off, makes you look like Antifa because you are.
Okay. Thanks, Vinny. I mean, that's all I
These
need.
aren't replies.
That little
These aren't
blurb
rebuttals
there.
that you're giving me.
Thanks. So
These
you're
aren't
doing
rebuttals that you're
this.
giving
You're
me.
doing this on behalf of PA to make me look like an anti-fascist, to smear me, right? Is that what you're
When was
doing
the last
this?
time you saw me get on with Mark?
Well, you seem to be very close. You said in your previous engagements with me that you're very close to PA now, thanks to us.
Oh, thanks to you lot. I'm close to some members. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, is that right? Or the man who goes by Charlie Baked
We've
Potatoes.
definitely made a better connection as a result, yeah, and it's a good thing, yeah.
Who else?
I wouldn't tell you that. It's
No,
not in my
Kenny
interest.
Smith.
Oh,
How's
certainly
your
not, no.
relationship with Kenny Smith these days?
No, I certainly don't trust him, mate. You can take that too. You can quote that. I don't trust
Right,
him at
okay,
all.
so here's the thing, right? If you don't trust Kenny Smith, right, and he's the guy who I believe sent those two men around my house, right,
Hmm.
at 7 a.m. in the morning, why are you believing him over me and my account then? Why would you believe someone you hate over someone who, at the time, Vinny, we had no problem with each other, right?
I don't remember Kenny saying he did send someone, did he? I might have
I
missed that.
said I believe Kenny sent those people, yes.
Right, so that means fuck all.
No, it's what I believe.
You're
What
the one
happened?
saying it
We
actually
never got a
happened.
tacit admission from PA
He's
that
not
they
saying
sent
it
them round.
happened. So relevant of my
Of
concerns
course,
over
he's not
him.
gonna say it's happened.
Right then, well then, what do you,
Of course,
why would I
you think he's gonna
disbelieve
drop
him or
himself
believe
in
him?
that?
He's not made the statement. You have.
I have,
Do you
yeah.
understand the fundamental difference here?
I made the statement that yeah, I believe Kenny sent those people around my house. He's not gonna admit
Right.
to that.
There's
If he
people
did,
that
this would
believe
be
in
all
God.
done and dusted.
There's people out there that believe in a God of penises. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make it real.
Gotta be-
They're in
That's a
India.
good one. Oh, all right. Oh, Jesus. Oh, really? Is that actually a thing? Damn. All right.
Yes, it's a
Okay.
real thing. Yeah.
Oh, oh. That's a
Right
bit
now,
sick.
what we'll do is we'll conclude,
Right.
and you
Vinny,
should be.
I can show you any amount of evidence, right, of the crime
You can't.
number,
You
the
can't.
buzzer, right? I can, but it's within my interest to know what you want to do with that information. If I give you it,
It shouldn't matter, mate. There's no. It really shouldn't matter. You should be
okay. So
quite adamant to
say
show us
I
all.
give you this information, and I prove to you
Mhm.
that I have a buzzer, right, and a
Mhm.
crime number.
Mhm.
What then? Am I no longer an anti-fascist?
It takes you one step further away from being a Billy bullshitter, at least.
But that's the thing. You made the ultimatum at the start here that if I didn't do
Yes,
any of
because
this,
it
I
was
am an
my right to do so.
anti-fascist.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Am I
always
an
had problems with.
anti-fascist or not? If I prove to you that I have a
One of the
buzzer.
most Antifa things I ever saw you saying was it's counterproductive to go after the left, and your reasons
Yes,
just
it
weren't good
is.
enough.
It is
Well, that's
counterproductive
ridiculous.
as a strategy.
How do
Yes.
you demoralize the only people out there who are legally allowed to disrupt people?
Because they
What
are the
brought me
distraction, Vinny. They are
wrong?
there as a
Wrong.
distraction.
Let me explain the basics to you. When I first became an activist, what I saw years ago was, and I didn't know much like I do now, was Sargon being attacked in King's Cross College. I didn't know who Sargon was from Adam. I saw him on a PJW video.
Yeah.
And what I noticed was these anti-fascists were legally allowed to disturb his speech. Then Martin Sellner, anyone. And what they are, they're fundamentally important in thwarting our voices. They are not just a distraction, they are a finance thing from the
That
police.
is the
Resisting
distraction.
hate, hope not hate, these have direct links to the police. So therefore, they're not just a distraction, they are a serious threat to white people and our existence.
They are the distraction if you then actually fall for the bait of then going for them.
No, you show the public how to defeat them and give them confidence
How do you
and
defeat
decent
them? Do you
argumentation.
go the PA route and how to defeat them? Do you bundle them
No,
to the
I'm
back of
very
a car?
different, haven't I? PA, no disrespect to them, they've not exactly had arguments with them like I have. If I haven't
Right.
set an example by now, then I haven't. Then there's no point doing it.
Well,
Same as APW.
this is my complaint with PA. They tried to bundle an anti-fascist into a back of a car, threatened all kinds of shit that would happen
That's a
to him
lie.
once they found his address. Yes, they did.
That's a lie.
It's in the Kenny
That's a
Smith
lie.
voice notes.
If they had done anything to him, because of a main argument kicked off between me and PA, because I accused them, which I was right, of harbouring the information too long. So if they had this guy's address and they did fuck all with it, then I have a problem with that. They didn't do anything. They didn't threaten him. That's all bollocks. Otherwise, he wouldn't have continued.
They didn't know at the
Because
time
he.
it was him, did they? They weren't sure it
Well,
was
then
him.
they did. Yes, they did.
What, when they
That's
had him
why
in
I
the
made the
car?
video. Not at that time, no. But the
No.
weeks after they didn't release him, yes, they did.
Yeah, after that, after they had him in the car, they realised it was him,
So
didn't
for
they?
months afterwards, they didn't release his face. They didn't go after him, and they tried saying that there was a private investigator. Now, I'm not here to rekindle
Yeah.
my own disappointments with them,
And do you know what they
right?
would have done
Because
with that guy if they found him? Do you know what they've done to him?
fuck all.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
because they would have done it.
They would have
There's
done
so many
fuck all.
people that have fucked with
So
them.
when as soon as the voice notes came out of Kenny Smith corroborating the guy in Inverness who was asked to go to a registrar's office to, commit some some fraud on behalf of Kenny.
Trust me, you're not going to get me
Yeah.
agreeing with any of those suggestions. Trust me.
Well, this is the shit you want to do, isn't it? You want to doorstep them, right? But
Hang on, if
that's
I was
taking
to
it to the
doorstep
extra step.
someone,
This is
no, if I
taking it to the
doorstep
extra step. This
someone,
is violence, Vinny. This is the shit that
no,
I'm
no,
talking
no.
about.
If
Why it's
I doorstep
pointless to fight
someone,
them. You're just
no,
giving in to
it's
the
not.
bait. Look, right, okay. So why fight them
No,
if you are going to fight these guys, right, on the streets or wherever? You're playing into what the fucking if it is a police they got links to the police. They're sitting there waiting, rubbing their hands for you to do something stupid like that.
Fraser, that's a talking point I do often use, and one that
Yeah,
I fell into in the early days. I use that talking point, but it doesn't. A real anti-fascist works for CNN. They work for BBC. They work for Parliament. The
of
lemmings
course,
on the
yeah.
street are replaceable dickheads. This is
Yes,
something I say
exactly.
often.
And this is the kind of
Yes,
people they're going after.
right, but that's not how you say it. And when you knock about with the likes of the Doxer,
That's what I'm
and you
saying.
say,
These people
and you,
are pointless. Why are you going after the random
they're
guys
not
on the street?
pointless. They're not pointless.
That's what I meant by that statement I
I
made.
have
It's
seen with
pointless to
my
go
own
after
eyes
the left.
innocent people glassed, hit with padlocks, hit with sticks. I've seen them very badly hurt for merely attending marches and being caught unawares.
Right,
I've
okay,
seen
go to the police then.
What the fuck are they going to do, Fraser?
Make a report. That's what you
Are
have to
you
do.
joking? The four people, hang on, four people went to prison for Sevenoaks. Did you know they've still not been to court and it's 2 years later? They delayed the court for two. Did you know that? I'm not
No, I
like,
didn't
no
know that
joke.
actually. I didn't know
Right.
that, no.
That 40 men turned up, and you lot can try and joke about Sevenoaks all you like. Don't tell me that the police should not have called the terrorist squad when 40 men in balaclavas turn up, right? And they sent 4 of mine to prison that have been in and out already, and they still not gone to court. We haven't got a chance ringing the police, mate. Don't pretend that we've got a chance ringing the police.
Then why are you not making a big song and dance about that event to the police every single day? Keep complaining.
Because they
Make some
don't
calls to
listen to us.
members of parliament.
Because
Why are you not?
what are they going to do? If you do
If
that, you
you've
get
been
shut down.
attacked
Why
and
do you
it's
think
nothing's
Breitbart
happening,
got killed? What are you talking about? Why do you think we're banned off PayPal and we're not allowed anywhere? Because if I ring the police and go, excuse me, there's some such and such bothering me, they're going to go, Mr. Burke, glad you rang. Couldn't come in, could you? Don't be ridiculous, Fraser. They used to surround my pubs,
this
they
is
didn't
a
surround
victim
me.
mentality. Then don't do anything. Then you've lost
See
already.
what I mean? Now you're so because the actual alternatives are too difficult for you to comprehend, you're saying don't do
No,
anything.
no. I'm not saying not do. You're saying don't do anything.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I
you
do a lot.
are. I'm saying go
I
to the
just don't
police and
go.
complain to oh high heavens, call to stink about this. Get it in
It
front
doesn't
of the
work.
media.
It doesn't work.
Have you tried? When is the
I
last time you
wouldn't try, no.
tried to bring
I've
up
never
the
tried.
Sevenoaks thing then with anyone like important like MPs or anything like that, media outlets? When have you tried
Do
to
not
like get
understand
justice for those people?
do not understand the MPs and the police are all created against us means you have a very bad understanding of history. The Fabians founded the Tories and Labour, right? Under the usual names of Annie Besant, and people like that, and these were all Fabians. There
Right.
is no such thing as a parliamentarian on our side. The civil service works against us. If I ring up someone, they will just hand that information straight into MI5. MI5 will straight hand it over to the Home Office. The Home Office will go, one of our contacts in resisting hate, etc., is fucking up. Blah blah blah. It's counterproductive. I shouldn't have to explain this to you. You've obviously not
Right.
researched these organisations, and you've never taken them on to understand this.
But that's got nothing to do with.
Also, Lee was forced to make a report when he was being heavily harassed, right? And luckily, that report has now come back to bite Voodoo on the arse, because
What?
he made a report of harassment on Tim when Tim was bothering his wife and child and goading him over it. So when the police recently checked in on Voodoo's claims, they checked Lee's evidence and found that Voodoo and Tim have been harassing people using the police as a weapon. Therefore, not only has it thrown the case out, he could be investigated. So,
What's this
in
got to
the
do with anything we're just talking about? Why have we gone onto a voodoo tangent?
so you know about it
No. What are we on about?
because you lot was saying you can't wait for us to go to court, wouldn't you?
I never said that.
Well, I'll take your word for it because I
I
know that
don't
you run
remember
those
saying that.
pages. No, but you run the
What?
page which is
Which page?
One of the anti-Vinny pages, because I saw you post under your actual account, and then you said, no, I sent a screenshot to someone, but I'm not going to believe that, mate. You did it too quickly.
I posted a screenshot in an open group, yeah.
You posted it on a page, which is an anti-Vinny page.
Right, so
And
someone
listen,
took my
Fraser,
screenshot. Is that then
I'm
me
not an
posting
idiot,
it?
mate. Come off it. I don't care if you've got an anti-Vinny page. It doesn't help. It doesn't work. You must have learned that by now. How many have you got? And they just don't work, mate.
I haven't got any anti-Vinny pages.
All right, mate. Yeah. All right. I didn't call it Antifa either. You're so shit at this, man.
Antifa, what?
I didn't call it an Antifa page, did I?
You said anti-Vinny page.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah, and I just said I don't have an anti-Vinny page.
I thought you said Antifa.
No, I said I clearly said I don't have an anti-Vinny page.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. So the premise of the discussion, we've not concluded what
Right.
I'd like to have concluded.
Well, we again, I want to know what you want to do with that information.
It doesn't matter. When I've got Damien in my inbox saying, "Did you really live in a mobile home?" or I've got you asking me about my mum, you don't care about that information. Don't pretend that we've cussed the shit out of you, beat you at every corner, and then you'd use information. So don't now moralise about what I want the information for. It's quite obvious.
It's
You're
quite
making a
obvious.
claim.
Then you want to do
Hang on.
something wrong with it, right? If
No, I
that's what
don't.
you're
I want to do
saying.
something right, which is either prove or disprove that you're a Billy bullshitter.
Right, okay. Well, you can take it from me, right, that I am not a Billy bullshitter, and I would
That
not
means
make up
nothing.
claims.
Means nothing.
I could swat this in the butt right now, right? You want
No, you can't.
you want me to, after we finished here, you want me to take a photo of my buzzer? Is that it?
Well, I don't see why that's so hard. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And what will that prove? What will then that prove?
Well, first of all, it's proof that you even have a buzzer and you don't live
Right.
in a bungalow. But even then, you could still live in a bungalow because bungalows could still have
Yeah.
buzzers.
Correct.
But it's a start. So now, because you
Okay.
said you
So
spoke on an intercom,
why are you trying to prove I don't live in the bungalow?
because you claimed you live in apartments.
Why are
So
you trying to
therefore, we are getting to the
claim that
root.
I live in the bungalow? Who's saying I live in the bungalow?
Quite a few people, actually.
Well, who are these people?
That's none of your business.
Right. Okay. And okay? Will you be forwarding that information on to them then? If you know.
I would literally go and alert people that he's not lying. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then when I'm not lying, what? Then what?
Well, maybe you'll gain a slight bit of legitimacy, but I wouldn't rely on it.
Okay. Okay. So nothing changes if I prove to you
Yes, it
everything you
does. Yes,
want.
it does. You put egg in PA's face.
I've already put egg in PA's face.
No, you
My
haven't. Mate,
ICO
honestly,
report has put egg in PA's face.
2 years you guys hassled them, and it didn't work. They
2
got bigger.
years.
Same with us.
I was with
Same with
PA
us.
for
Yeah.
fucking a year and a half. Well, about a
Yeah, but
year
you're
and a half.
37 now, mate. You're 37 now, mate.
I'm now 37, so that therefore I did 2 years.
And
Even though I
also,
was in
you
PA.
was useless to them, and you was a detriment to them. So yeah, I believe you was an anti-fascist. That's why you
I was
fucked up
useless to them. Really?
big time. Yeah.
Why would you say things like that, Vinny? That sounds like a talking point that someone's gave you, Vinny.
No, I'm telling you, I don't remember you making anything good. I don't remember. All
Really?
you
Well,
did
that's
was
the thing,
arsehole.
Vinny. That's the thing. You don't actually know what I did for PA, did
You
you?
arselicked the guy who has Zionists on his show every night.
I arse-licked the guy who had. Who's that?
Stop repeating me. You're not a parrot, Ralph.
Oh, Ralph. Oh, I mean, I thought Ralph was an alright guy, actually, to be honest. You know, at the time.
Right. Well, this is what I mean.
Right.
So what you
Okay.
feel you did for PA and I feel you did for PA are two separate things. I understand falling for Ralph because every now and then he seems very charming, but you should hopefully be able to see through it. You didn't only not see through it,
Did
you
I not
made
call him
yourself
out
a
on it?
partner.
Did I not call him out on his supposed allegation? Which actually, right, if we're giving the standards of evidence here, and then I think Mark Collett needs to then bring out the evidence that Ralph actually did that he showed me that actually Ralph did take that money off Ali Cat, right?
I don't
She needs
remember.
to go to the police, right? If that's the
I
case, if that
don't
actually
know
happened.
fuck all about that. I just
Yeah.
remember him
Well,
talking shit all the time. You'll have to show me what that is. I don't
I
remember
don't.
Alley
Well,
Cat or
I
any
don't
of it.
have any of the. I was, you know, he asked me not to like save it, I obliged. I probably shouldn't have done that. But yeah, well, it did seem dodgy. But I mean, if they haven't gone to the police over theft of over £2,000, then that could have been bullshit as well.
I don't
Right?
deny it. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's another story of another day.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. So what's this whole thing about? So you want to guilt association because of I was close with Ralph, right? I thought Ralph was all right,
No,
and
no, we
that's
don't even need to go, mate. We've not got the premise of the discussion, so ultimately it's over, and I can go back to work.
okay. Right. Vinny, I'm gonna go and take a picture of the buzzer, right? Okay.
Hmm.
And
Do
then
it. Do it in video. Do it in
no,
video and
I'll take a
use your voice.
photo.
No, because it could be anyone's. No, I want you to use your voice and
Right.
actually, and even then, this still isn't a crime reference number. This isn't you recording your conversation with them or showing you're not in a bungalow. So that's why I said let's start easy. That's
So
why I said
what?
let's start easy.
I don't understand. It sound. You know what? Actually, I'll call the bluff. It sounds like you're
Hmm.
trying to confirm that I live on the Isle of Lewis.
I know you live on the Isle of Lewis. Everyone does.
Right. Okay. So why do you need to confirm where I live exactly? Do you
I'm
not
not
have
talking
my
about
address?
whether you live on the Isle of Lewis. I'm confirming about whether PA knocked on your door.
Oh, right.
We know you
Okay.
live in the Isle of
Right.
Lewis. We know about your
Okay.
dad's career. So just shut up.
What is my dad's career?
That's not for me to talk about.
Okay, but you've obviously got this information.
He's a good man. He's a good man, and
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
shame you didn't
Is
follow
that
in his
why
footsteps.
you've never actually put out his information like you have with Phil's daughter and stuff?
I've done no such thing.
Mm. Is that why you don't want to smear like my parents because you
You
know
want
that they are actually
your
decent
father
people?
isn't to blame for you, and one day you'll realise who the moral people of this world are.
My
Okay?
father is not to blame for me.
No,
Okay.
you are a product of this world which has let him down.
Right. Okay. So why? Okay. What are you talking
And you can
about?
disrespect my parents all you want, which you have, but I will not return the favour because, well, maybe, who knows? But the point is, if I see something good, then it would be immoral and wrong of me
Right.
to reverse that.
Okay. So basically, I don't come from a family of Antifa. Is that what you're saying, Vinny?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying
Okay.
good acts are good acts. No, 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 no.
Right.
There's lots of anti-fascists out there.
Okay. So if my father's a good role model, uh,
I wouldn't go
why am
that
I
far.
so
It's just
bad?
under a thing. I wouldn't go that far. I
Oh,
don't know about
okay.
role model.
Well, what's the good thing he did?
He has been helpful to children, and hopefully that was not a perverted thing.
Yeah, because if it was, I'd fucking sue the living fuck out of you for defamation of my father, right?
No, you wouldn't.
Why would I
You
not?
do fuck all. You
Oh,
do fuck.
really?
You ain't got the money and you haven't got the bollocks. And if you take me to court, then everyone's just going to know that you're the one that took me to court and make me look bigger.
Vinny, you can't keep taking losses like that and keep thinking
I've
that
never seen
wins.
a loss. I don't know what a loss is, mate. You'd have to tell me.
You know why people think you have narcissistic personality disorder? It sinks
Because
like
I win
that.
all the time. Because I win all the time. That's why.
No, it's because you don't have like this kind of ability to see that like no matter what, not everything you do is like golden shit. Like, you're not shining rainbows
Well,
out
we
your ass.
disagree. We disagree.
We disagree. Well, yeah, we'll have to, mate, because it seems like there's no kind of way of getting through to you that like some of the things that you're doing are just not helpful to you.
No, well, we've smashed you to bits, and my following's only gone up. So what is it? What is it you're going to do this time?
Is
Because
that all
I
you? Is
mean,
that all you care about? A following? Is
well,
that all
no,
this is
I was told
about?
that I was going to be destroyed. No, I was told I'm going to lose all my following. I'm going to be destroyed. TOR's coming down, and this is
You
2022 now.
understand? You understand what shit posting is, don't you, Vinny?
Well, it's not very good shit posting anymore.
You understand like when people say that they're looking for a
No, they
reaction against
tried.
you.
Phil said he was going to take me down, and then a few weeks later, no one talk about Vinny in my chat. Come off it, mate. You lot, we've gone through you like shit to a goose. So listen, you can't show fuck all. I've given you how long is it now? It's been over half hour, isn't it?
About half an hour.
Right. Okay. So shall we end amicably then, instead of calling each other names?
I've not called you a name at all, Vinny. So
No,
yeah,
and
we
nor
can
have I you.
yeah, correct. I mean, it has been
But
very
if we had been
amicable.
in a room full of people, that's how the tone would have gone, because whether it's me or you, that's what's caused. Therefore, we got to the root of things. Like when I speak to JMK on his own, like when I speak to Phil on his own, you don't have that heckling and you don't have the time wasting and Billy bullshit. So
Agreed.
you have a nice day, Fraser, and thank you very much for
You
all
have a
the
nice
effort.
day, and yeah, thanks for, I guess, this conversation.
Take care.
Take care. There we are, ladies and gents. That was the full recording, uninterrupted. And I will now open up to the chat. Would anyone like to ask any questions about it? If there's any questions, you can ask them now, and I will either clarify at some points or we can end the stream. No? Nothing? Okay, guys. Right. I'm going to end the stream there then. Alright. Daisy want to know when was it? This was today at 1 p.m. Around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Yeah, today. What's all this about then, Gary? What's this all about? I'm not particularly sure. Vinny has in recent months kind of, he flip-flops from 1 minute, he'll shower you praise, next minute, you're Antifa, calling you nonsense and whatever else, smearing you across, wherever he can, with his limited reach, right? Yeah, it's petty shit like that. I think it's just about him and his ego, really. He wants to be, top man, leader, kind of. Yeah, and I think he thinks he doesn't get the respect he deserves. So, yeah, I think that's what this is actually about. So, but again, I think there are ulterior motives to this little incident, especially considering, I gave Vinny the choice of topic to, talk to me about, and that's the one he wanted to choose. He wanted to know where I lived. He basically wanted me to dox myself to him, right? That's why he wanted to know, You tell me if that's a good guy, right? Guy who is collecting information on, family members, my family members, which is admitted to, and not, is being sent stuff about my family and isn't deleting it, but is, he's very prepared to, attempt to name drop my father, and he has my probably has my address, right? So yeah. Will Vinny claim victory? Yeah, he probably will claim victory. He always does. Remember, he's never lost, right? He's never lost. He can't lose. To a closed group, right, with a bunch of admins, right? Rather, than having it in an open group, which is kind of like, oh, that's a bit weird. So he's okay. He wants to be in a closed voice chat group, but he's not okay with having an audience. I don't know why. Or a live stream even. Yeah, well, but one of the reasons why he didn't want a live stream, he said, because I'd be profiting off his good name or something. That's actually a voice note from him earlier in the day, before we settled on the time and place. don't know about that. You have to ask him, Damien. I don't know. TRI, APW. Well, not at the rate they're going. Not if they keep wanting to smear like decent people. That's the thing. Or if they're just being, if they're just being useful idiots for third parties. Has he got more than one T-shirt? I don't know. Don't know. Any other questions other than his dress sense? No. Okay. Right. Yeah. I think I'll end it there then, guys. Cheers. Right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll leave it up. See you soon. Or in this case, I hope not. Sick of all this drama, to be honest. Let's go. Bye bye, everybody.